Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe I am doing this video. If you can't tell from the title, but your girl has officially collaborated with Ofra Cosmetics. First of all, the fact that I've gotten to a point where I can collab with brands and create my own thing, and they trust me and they love me and they love my content, and it is because of you guys. And I just want to say thank you, not only to Ofra Cosmetics but also to you guys who are sitting here watching my video. I love you guys so much, and I really did put my heart and soul in this product. And let me stop rambling before I get emotional, and let me just show you guys what I created. So I created my own custom pro palette with Ofra Cosmetics. So I know y'all just want to see what the inside looks like, but before we get into the inside, let me show you guys what it's going to look like when you buy it. So with everything that comes with Ofra Cosmetics, it does have a little bit of a sleeve, and on the back of it, it does have my Instagram handle. It has my name on the back of this palette, which is so freaking epic. Of course, when you take off the sleeve, it is the same thing at the back where you have the name of all of the shades. You have my name at the back of the palette, as well as a little bit of a note from me just kind of describing what the palette is all about, and you know why I love it. Alright, so let's open this baby up, and this is what she looks like. Of course, it comes with a full-size mirror, which I absolutely love. This is the reason why I wanted to create a pro palette, because of the mirror. It comes with a really high-quality mirror, so if you are traveling, you just want to carry one palette, this is the palette for you. And it does have a little bit of a protective, I guess, I don't know what you call this, like a little bit of a sleeve, so it protects all of the beautiful shades that you have in this palette. And I really wanted to bring something that represented us Caribbean girls, because I am Caribbean, and there are really not a lot of Caribbean queens, Guyanese, Trinidad, wherever you're from, that represents us in the beauty industry. And I really wanted to create a product that kind of brings us to the table. And I also wanted to create something that it did not matter if you are the lightest of the lightest to the deepest of the deepest in the skin tone spectrum. You have colors that's going to work beautifully on your skin tone. So I created a palette that has everything that you need, from your beautiful pops of colors, from bronzers to blushes to highlights. And I really want you to keep in mind that even if it's identified as a bronzer, you can use the bronzers as eyeshadows. You can use the highlights as lid colors all over your lid. I feel like this palette, there's just so much that you can do. And again, all of these shades work beautifully and show up really beautifully on every single skin tone, which is the most important thing to me. So let's get into the palettes and the shades. So we have two blushes on the top here. We have Charmer and then Pink Satin. The reason why I chose these two blushes because I actually love to mix them together and create my own custom shade, but I also wanted to pick colors. If you were lighter or if you were deeper, you still have blushes that kind of work for your skin tone. Moving down, we have the shade Raisin over here, which is such a beautiful bronzer shade. You can also use this as a transition shade. I want you guys to keep in mind, I have 1, 2, 3 bronzer shades in here actually. So we have Raisin over here, and then we have Versatile Matte, and then lastly over here we have the shade Brown. So all of these bronzers are matte. They are super duper creamy, they are super duper buttery, and I will say I like formulas of bronzers that are not super intense and super pigmented. These have really nice pigments, but you can really build it up. If you are looking for something that's more of an everyday type of sculpt, you just kind of lightly pop these on. Or if you want something super duper heavy, super glam, just easily build these up. You literally just need like 2 to 3 layers and you are good to go. I personally love bronzers like that, and I know majority of people do as well. Moving on to my favorite part, which is highlights. And we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but girl, I gave you guys 5 highlight shades. So we have all of the lights over here, which actually has 4 shades here, and then I included Sahara Dawn. The reason why I did this is again because I wanted everyone to have a shade. You can mix and match these, and my favorite way is to actually take this gold shade and mix a little bit of Sahara Dawn, and it gives me the perfect highlight shade for me. I also included Sahara Dawn because if you are golden and tan like me, that as a body highlight, girl, You don't need anything else. Last but not least, let's move on to the eyeshadows. Of course, I had to include a black, and I had to include a bone color shadow, because if you are an everyday girl, a bone shadow is perfect to pop all over that lid and pop a little bit of a transition shade in your crease, and you're good to go. Beautiful pops of colors. This pink is absolutely stunning, super duper pigmented. Girl, this bright yellow is like in another realm of its own. And honestly, even though it's hard for me to pick what is my favorite shade, one of my favorite transition shades, or crease color shades I should say, is this baby over here, which is Trans. It's like that perfect plummy brown shade to kind of pop in your crease, where it gives you the beautiful amount of depth, but it's not super duper in your face like how a black shade can be. But girl, if you are looking for the perfect black shade that's going to give you that intense pigment, this black is beyond. Like, it's called triple black for a reason, because girl, you don't need a lot, and it gives you that triple impact, bam, in your face. So my palette is available right now. Today is our launch day, August 24th. It will of course be linked down below in the description box. I will also say my 20% off code that works site-wide on Ofra Cosmetics. You can actually apply that for the palette, and it will work, and you will get an additional 20% off. So make sure you use the code as well. The good news doesn't even stop there, guys. Ofra Cosmetics was so nice enough. They told me to pick my top 8 products from their entire brand, and those 8 products will be, pause, they will be 40% off. And you can use my code, which is an additional 20% off. Girl, that means you just got 60% off of my top holy grail products off of Ofra Cosmetics, and I'm going to go through them with you really quickly. The first thing that I included was, of course, Glow Golds from Ofra Cosmetics. This is the collaboration with Nikki's Tutorials. Then we have the best setting spray you will ever use. It smells super duper luxurious, and the mist on this is so fine. Moving on, y'all know I was going to include these 2 products. These are the Fix eyeliners from Ofra Cosmetics. I included the shade White Rabbit and of course Black, because I feel like those are the 2 shades that most people will definitely use. They are waterproof, which I absolutely love. They do not smudge once they set. Moving on, I had to include this, and if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I do struggle, and I have been on a little bit of a skincare journey to get rid of my dark marks, my acne marks that I have, and this has been super duper holy for me, and of course I had to include it in here. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have this in here, and this is their Ofra Cosmetics Fruit Acid Lotion. Girl, if you are looking for the best moisturizer, it don't matter if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, if you have combo skin, if you have normal skin, this moisturizer is the perfect moisturizer to pop on before you are applying any type of makeup on your skin, and it is the B5 serum. The last 2 things on my top 8 products is hands down this baby. This is their Verified Liquid Eyeliner. I love this. This is the one I have, this is the one I use, and I trust. And the very last thing that I included was hands down, the Ofra Cosmetics Professional Blush Palette. I had to include this. Alright my loves, I know I gave you guys a lot of information. I am going to stop rambling. Let's just jump right into the video. She has arrived, my loves. So the first shade that we're going to be going into is the shade Brown over here. And I'm using the shade to basically outline that winged out shadow that we're going to be doing. Start in this upper crease area. Bring it all the way to the inner corner. My little tip when you're doing this is to keep your eyes open, because when you have your eyes open, you still want to see all the work that you're doing, and just kind of like lightly outline. Of course, make sure you're bringing this out all the way to the tails of your brows. You guys know I love to wing out all of my shadows way past my tail and like practically to my temples. Picking up a little bit more of brown, and I'm going to start on kind of the end of my lash line, and again winging this out and connecting it to the top shadow, and it's already giving me that winged out effect and the shape that I want. And then to deepen this up even more, we're going into the shade Trance over here, which honestly is one of my favorite crease shades that I've included in this palette. And I am just going to lightly kind of just accentuate that same shape we used. Oh, we did. With this same shadow. The last crease shade that we're going to be going into is this beautiful black, and it is called Triple Black because, girl, if you want the best black eyeshadow that is black, 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 it's in this palette. So I'm picking up a little bit of this on a different brush, and I am just going to lightly pop this and accentuate and deepen everything up even more. I am living for the way that these eyeshadows looks. We're now going to go into this beautiful yellow, and we're picking up the shade Bright Yellow, and I just want to show you guys how pigmented this bad boy is, like, girl. And I am popping this right on top of that lid area. Girl, she is so bright, she is so yellow, and she is so beautiful. For my inner corner highlights, I'm going to be going into all of the lights with that same beautiful gold shade. And girl, when you see this inner corner highlights, you are going to lose your mind. And we are just popping this right in this inner corner. So pretty. Let's quickly move on to eyeliner, and I'm going to be going into the fixed line eyeliners in the color black. Again, this is also going to be 40% off for this week only. I am using this literally everywhere. I'm putting this on my lash line, in my waterline, and using it for this inner corner point. The formula of this literally makes it so easy, and it is waterproof. I'm using the same triple black, and I am going to be popping this as close as possible on my lower lash line. Just really tightly pop this on. Last and final step for the eyes, I'm picking up the shade Brown on a little tiny blending brush, and I am just gonna blend out the edges of the black, and that is it for the eyes. Alright, my loves, I'm gonna go off camera, pop on some lashes and mascara, and I'm going to be right back. Alright, eyes are done. She is super in your face, but bold and beautiful. I love it. Let's move on to lips. I'm just sharpening this up. This is a brown lip liner. Y'all know the deal with this, and I'm just going to be overlining my lips just a touch. And for lipstick, I'm going to be going into one of my favorite shades from Ofra Cosmetics. This is the shade Aspirin. Did I just say aspirin? Girl, this is in the shade Aspen, not aspirin. Reason why I love this shade, it is because it is so universal. It doesn't matter if you are the lightest of the lightest to the deepest of the deepest. This looks beautiful on you. It does look different on lighter and darker skin tones, but girl, it is the perfect nude. All right, my loves, I'm gonna zoom y'all in even more because y'all know your girl is extra AF. I want you guys to see just how beautiful everything looks. It comes together absolutely stunning. The pigmentation is there. Guys, I love this palette. All right, my loves, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys love this palette. Like, I cannot say enough. Thank you to you guys for giving me this opportunity to be able to do something like this. And thank you so much to Ofra Cosmetics for trusting me, wanting to do a collab. I really love this palette, and I hope you guys love it as much. Don't forget, everything will be listed and linked down below, even the things that are going to be 40% off. And also, do not forget, please, you can use my 20% off code on my palette as well, and the palette is going to be limited edition, so once it sells out, it is not coming back. So please grab your hands on it, because I promise you, you will not regret it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.